Hello. Hello again, everybody. It's Mrs. DeCruz, and today is Saturday, March 28th, and it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And today, the weather is very nice out. It's about 50 degrees, so it's not too cold, not too warm. Just right. It's a perfect day to go for a walk. And this morning, I took a walk with my friends, and we stayed far apart from each other, but we walked around the neighborhoods, and I ran into one of my preschool friends and his brothers and his brother. So you know who you are. Hi, honey. So anyways, I'm back again to read a story to you and to have a nice chat. And today I'm doing it from upstairs in my dining room. It's a bit of a jungle in here. I have lots of plants and I have some artwork and all sorts of things in my dining room. So what color are my walls? Can you tell me? Yes, red. And then the border is yellow. Red and yellow, that's the color. So anyways, I have 3 books that I'm going to read to you today. One of them is called Comet's 9 Lives by Jan Brett. Then I have Dandelion by Dawn Freeman. And then I have one more book called This is Baseball. All right. I think we'll get started. We'll start with This is Baseball. All right. And it's written by Margaret Blackstone and illustrated by John O'Brien. Now, illustrated means that's the person who drew the pictures. The author is the person that wrote the words, and they worked together to create this book. This is Baseball. This is baseball. This is a stadium. And this is a baseball diamond. This is one team, and this is the other. These are the fans. This is a ball, and this is a bat. This is a glove, and this is a cap. Ball, bat, glove, cap. This is a player. And these are the umpires who call the game. Strike 3, you're out. This is a pitcher. This is a catcher. This is the infield. This is the outfield. This is a pitch. And this is a hit. This is a high fly ball to deep left field. And this is a home run. This team has won. And this team has lost. Tomorrow, there will be another game. The end. Did you like the story? I hope you did. It's a really fun story. I've read this book many, many times. Now, I chose this story because baseball season was supposed to start, I guess, this past week, but it didn't. So a lot of people are watching old baseball games on TV. I guess you can find them. And especially for Red Sox fans, they like to watch old videos. So do you remember the song, Take Me Out to the Ball Game? We could sing it. Ready? 1, 2, 3, sing along. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the park. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if we ever come back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There you go. Even though we don't have baseball season right now, we could still root for the Red Sox, I guess, right? Sure, why not? You can still wear their jerseys. And I know a lot of people love the Red Sox and other teams all over, the Yankees and all other ones. So that's fine. That's awesome, right? And if you have a chance, you can even play baseball outside on a nice day. So you can pretend to be a Red Sox player. All right, so that is this book. This is baseball. All right, put that book away. And my next book is called Dandelion by Dawn Freeman. Now, boys and girls, this is a very, very old book. And I'm not sure what year it was published. Published means when the book first came out, when they first printed it. Let me see. Oh. First published by the Viking Press, 1964. Wow. This book was older than Mrs. DeCruz. That's unbelievable. Wow. Yep, so this book is a very old story. And the really cool thing about it is I have this book in English and I have this book in Portuguese. Now, for some of you, you'll remember that Mrs. DeCruz speaks Portuguese. And maybe if I have a chance, I will read this story. Probably not today, but another day. But I will read the Portuguese version another time. And Dandelion, in Portuguese, it's Dandelion. Okay? And so it's the same story, but it's in a different language. All right. So here we go with Dandelion by Dawn Freeman. All right. Dandelion. On a sunny Saturday morning, Dandelion woke up, stretched and yawned, and jumped out of bed. After doing his daily exercises, Dandelion looked out of the window, blinked his eyes, and said, I wonder if the mail has come. He put on his sweater and went outside to the mailbox. There was a letter, and it was written in fancy gold ink. Ooh, what could that be? Dear Dandelion, the letter said, you are invited to my tea and taffy party on Saturday afternoon at 3:30. Come as you are. Sincerely, Jennifer Giraffe. There's the letter. Dandelion was very excited. Why, that's today. It's a good thing I planned to get a haircut. As soon as he had washed and dried the breakfast dishes and made his bed nice and neat, he ran down the street to the barber shop. Oh, that's my dog Shadow barking. Lou Kangaroo had a chair waiting for him. First, he trimmed Dandelion's hair. And then gave him a shampoo. Dandelion thought he should have a manicure, too. When Lou Kangaroo had finished Dandelion looked a bit foolish. His mane was frizzy and fuzzy and completely unrulish. Maybe a wave would help, Lou suggested, showing him a picture in the latest fashion magazines for lions. Dandelion agreed. This was exactly what he needed. So Lou went about curling his mane. He looked magnificent. But now Dandelion thought he really should wear something more elegant than a sweater to the party. This jacket is the very newest style, said Theodore the tailor, and it just fits you. All you need now is a cap and a cane. Happy Crane will be glad to help you. What a dapper guy he had suddenly become. It's nearly 3:30, said Dandelion. I've just time to get something for my hostess. A bouquet of dandelions would be perfect. He knew this tall door very well, having been here many times before. He rang the bell. When Jennifer Giraffe opened the door, she looked very surprised. Yes, she said. What can I do for you? Why, I've come to your party, he answered. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but you are not anyone I know, said Miss Giraffe. You must have come to the wrong address. And with this, she closed the door right in poor Dandelion's face. I'm Dandelion, he roared. You've made a mighty mistake, but there was no use knocking. The door stayed tight shut. Oh dear. What do you think happened? Dandelion began walking back and forth, and up and down the long block he paced. As he paced, the sky grew dark. Then a sudden gust of wind sprang up and blew away his beautiful bouquet. and his snappy cap flew off. To make matters worse, it began to rain in torrents. Dandelion dropped his cane and stood under a weeping willow tree. But the rain poured down through the branches. Dandelion was soon soaking wet and his curls came unfurled. He took off his jacket and hung it on the willow branch. Luckily, he had kept on his sweater. At last, the rain stopped and the warm sunshine came beaming down. Dandelion decided to sit on Jennifer Giraffe's front steps until his mane was dry. Oh, boy, oh boy. While he sat there waiting, he spied 3 dandelion flowers under the bottom step where they had been protected from the wind and the rain. He picked up the dandelions and said, "I think I will try again." And he rang the bell. "Well, well, if it isn't our friend Dandelion at last," said Jennifer Giraffe. "We've been waiting for you for the past hour. I do hope you weren't caught in that awful cloudburst." Everyone at the party greeted him heartily. Later on, when all her guests were enjoying tea and taffy, Jennifer Giraffe told Dandelion about the silly-looking lion who had come to the door earlier. Dandelion almost spilled a cup of tea as he reared back and laughed uproariously. "Oh, that was me! I was the silly-looking lion." Miss Giraffe was so flustered she got herself all tangled up in her long pearl necklace. "I do apologize for having closed the door on you," she said, blushing. "I promise never to do such a thing again." "And I promise you I will never again try to turn myself into a stylish lion," said Dandelion as he sipped his tea. "From now on, I'll always be just plain me." The end. Dandelion. So what lesson does this story teach us, boys and girls? It teaches us to be ourselves, right? We don't have to dress up or act different to impress anyone. Just be yourself because that is perfect, right? Everyone is different and that's what makes us all special, right? Absolutely. All right. So that is that book, Dandelion. And the last story I'm going to read is called Comet's 9 Lives by Jan Brett. Now, when I show you the pictures, I want you to pay attention to the pictures at the front here, the picture in the middle, and on the picture on the end. Because the picture on the end is going to give you a clue as to what's going to happen on the next page. This is a really good story. It's about a kitty cat. Are we ready? All right, let's begin. Comet's 9 lives. Comet's 9 lives. Comet was born 30 miles out to sea on Nantucket Island. He grew up wandering all over the island, staying a few days here and a few days there. One summer day, Comet stopped in a garden to nibble some tasty-looking foxgloves. First, they made him feel woozy. Then he fell into a deep sleep. Take a look. When Comet woke up, he felt fine, but different. Oops! He realized he'd lost the first of the 9 lives every cat has when it is born. Maybe I should find myself a home, and he trotted into the bookstore and settled down on top of a stack of bestsellers. Life was good until one day it rained all morning and the islanders hurried inside for something to read. In the rush, Comet's tower of bestsellers toppled over and he was buried under a pile of books. Oh no, he had turned the page on life number 2. I think I need some fresh salt air. Down the docks he went and arrived just as a little scalloper, the G&T, was casting off. Once underway, an easterly wind blew up and Comet knew he had made a mistake. Up the G&T rose, down, down, down she flew on a following sea. Comet hung on until a huge wave foamed across the stern and he found himself afloat on the high seas. Meow. The tide carried Comet back into the harbor, but as he flicked the salt from his whiskers, life number 3 went out with the tide. Comet was still recovering on the beach when he heard music. It was the annual 4th of July concert. He climbed up a tree for a better look. Do you see Comet? He's on the tree. The music reached its loudest chord. Comet got so excited that he lost his grip and plunged down into the tuba. 3 waltzes and a Sousa march later, Comet staggered away and life number 4 sounded its last chord. Comet spent the night trying to figure out what to do next. He wished there was another cat around to ask if its lives were going by as quickly as his. The next day, everyone was going up to an open window and coming down with ice cream. Comet was hungry, so he trotted after the crowd. The staff at the ice cream shop gave Comet his own bowl of leftover milkshake. He felt so welcome that he decided to stay. But all too soon, an island health officer burst into the shop and spotted Comet. "Furball!" he cried. "Feline residue! Maximum infractions!" Startled, Comet jumped up and fell headfirst into a strawberry shake. The staff pulled him out, and he watched life number 5 fly off, licking its paws. "Maybe I'm trying too hard. It's time for some fun." He climbed into a bike basket just as a crowd of summer visitors were hurrying off the ferry. Oh no, covered in strawberry. And look, he jumped onto a bike basket. It was Waffle's first time on the island. She was happy to have Comet's company, and off they went bumpity bump all around the island. Just as they reached the bottom of the last hill into the village, Waffles screeched to a halt to avoid a taxi. Ooh, looks like fun. Comet went flying along with life number 6. I think I'll just walk the rest of the way. Comet was limping by the island theater when a poster advertising the last performance of summer caught his eyes. A beautiful actress with a sweet smile looked out at him. Maybe she would like to take a cat home with her. Comet pranced happily on stage and purred loudly. The actress sneezed. "There's a cat in here," she shrieked. "I'm allergic to cats." She spotted Comet and hurled her sequined high heel right at him. Comet flew through the air into the last row. The curtain had come down on life number 7. Fall breezes were blowing up as the summer visitors headed for the ferry. Comet wandered alone along the beach. He could see the red beacon of the Brant Point lighthouse in the distance. Waves crashed and pounded on the sand. The wind picked up, and deck chairs and lobster pots flew by Comet. It was Hurricane Elmador heading straight for Nantucket Island. All Comet could see now was the blinking lighthouse beacon. He ran toward it when a huge wave broke on top of him. Oh my. The rushing surf carried Comet into an open doorway as life number 8 washed out to sea. Dazed, he opened his eyes and saw a green light across the room. "Meow," someone purred. "Meow," he answered, looking up. He was staring into the green eyes of the lighthouse cat. At that moment, he knew he was home. And as the fall days turned into winter, Comet knew exactly where he wanted to live for the rest of his life. The end. What a nice story. He found the perfect home, didn't he? It's safe and it's warm and he has a friend and someone that loves him, right? What a good cat. I'm glad Comet found his home. All right, boys and girls. Well, we're coming to the end for today. I hope to see you again tomorrow, and I hope you're all well. And today is a very nice day, so if you can get outside, that'd be fantastic. I think it's going to rain tomorrow. But anyways, I'm sending my love, and I hope you're all well and keeping busy and working on your projects. If you want to post a picture of your Easter bunny from yesterday, that would be fantastic. I would love to see it. So I will see you soon, and I'm sending you a big hug. All right, I'll see you soon.